Joining me now is the great Dan Marino, legendary quarterback for the Miami Dolphins and now one of the finest sportscasters in the game. Dan, thanks for stopping by.
Dave, great to be here.
Now, Dan, you heard what our leading expert had to say about this particular problem guys have concerning bathrooms in general and public bathrooms in particular. Any thoughts?
Dave, he's exactly right. The only problem is the guy's a little loopy, but, he hit the nail right on the head.
So would you say that an airport bathroom represents a specific kind of a challenge?
Dave, the worst kind of challenge, because guys' main goal when they go into a bathroom is to get in and out of there without seeing any other guys. And that's a particular problem when you come into an airport situation where there can be a lot of turnover with guys, so they just don't want to deal with it.
I could not agree with you more, Dan. Let's go inside.
Okay, now this angle here, we're outside the bathroom, and the maintenance guy is just about to open it up.
Okay, here comes our first candidate now.
Okay, now the lead guy, he's going to come in, he's going to see the open field, and he's going to swing wide right and grab that spot right next to the wall. He's got one flank covered this way. For now, he's feeling pretty good, and of course, by doing that, he's also set the tone for everything that's going to happen after.
What's the main thing we're looking for, Dan? What does each individual guy feel he needs to get out of this?
Well, the crucial thing here is make sure there's absolutely no eye contact. I mean, none, zip, zero. Guys can look up and they can look down and they can look straight ahead. But a guy would rather have you poke both of his eyes out with burning hot fire tongs, Dave, than to give the guy next to him a reason to think that he's actually looking at him in a public restroom for reasons that ought to be pretty darn obvious.
Obvious indeed. Here comes guy number two.
Now, guy number two, what he's going to do is he's going to come in and see the first guy in position along the wall, and right away he's going to line up wide on the opposite side. This is a best case scenario here, something both of these guys can appreciate. Plus, they've opened the middle up for that third guy.
What about eye contact in this situation?
Well, we're still likely not to encounter any, but again, if you do, that's what that buffer zone on either side of him's for, and all three of them are feeling pretty lucky to have it, I can tell you that.
Okay, so if things stay like this...
If things stay like this, you're fine. And if we were at some small commuter airport, late at night or something, then these guys could possibly even be home free. But we're talking Miami International Airport here. These are the big boys. We're talking about 747s, DC-10s, the big jumbo jets, and they're dumping off 300-400 people to clip. So everybody's got to be next to somebody, which is the last thing that any of these guys really want. You're in a critical mass situation. And this is where a lot of guys will make mistakes.
Which brings us to guy number four. Here he comes.
Oh, there he goes.
Now, one thing I know we're going to get asked, Dan, especially by women, is are we as guys aware of how unbelievably stupid this behavior really is?
Well, I think we know, Dave. Don't you think we know?
I think we do.
Have to be stupid not to.